Hello, hello. We're back. We're doing the first playthrough of Tales of Arise. Let's see. I want to be your help. Last time we were looking for the guy that's messing up the Earth Kingdom. Sorry, the Earth Realm. A lot of these were put in my life. stock. It doesn't force you.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
It doesn't force you to keep doing it. Some of it does. Give me my loot. I think this one's also... yeah, the Zoogle.
I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out.
I have to look around this place. Give me some life bottles and apple gels.
This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zoogles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
An invisible Zoogle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Yeah. So let's go this way.
Right.
Right.
Which has a mace.
That equipment should come in handy.
Get my livestock. I just I'll go like in the circle. You there.
No choice! You got Be still!
You'll have no mercy!
Be still!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Finish him! Luna Rondo! You're mine! Take this! It's over! Dragon Force!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Astral Max.
Engaging! I'm not done!
Flame of Fury!
Dragon
I'll blast that gun out of your hand!
Bring him down!
Denied!
Dragon Be still! Listen!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
You know, the more I think about it, this palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers and Zoogles all this time?
Normally, the Zoogles are kept in specialized...
Go no further!
Bring him down! I'm not done! Dragon
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Engaging! It's almost too strong. Be my guest.
Air thrust!
You'll finish.
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
We're not finished. yourself finished!
We can really make weapons with this?
What's this thing?
I won't forgive you!
Chinese supernova!
Lightning thrust!
You'll pay for what you did!
You're finished! Dragon
Sion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Not a chance!
First strike!
Air thrust!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Just chill, just sitting in the chair. Right? Here, there. You guys respawn.
Right,
Here,
here
let me
goes!
help.
Bring him down! Here I come! I'm going in!
Engage!
It's over!
Armor won't save you!
I'm on it!
Fire support!
Glacial spear!
Piercing form! Far enough!
It's over!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Rage
Now!
is
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
More for the top!
Being
Don't get
buffs.
careless.
I won't forgive you!
I see one, eh? Dragon Swarm!
Photon blast!
I'm on it! Castle, take down their defenses! Take this! It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Dragon Swarm! Now! Here I come! I'm not done!
More for the top! I never miss!
We're not
Don't get in
finished!
my way!
Lunar Rondo! Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
My deal? Shut him down! Now!
Shining supernova!
Ready to go!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be in this world.
Don't worry. No choice! Take this! Spirit!
I'll run you through!
Shining supernova!
A showdown between blade and fist!
It's over! Thanks! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
I'm just getting
Do it!
Signaling Spear! Not today!
Let the merchant handle this! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! In here!
Lunar Rondo!
Eat this!
anything in armor is
You're
all
mine! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning orb! Glacial
Lunar
Spear!
Rondo!
Pierce evil! Freeze blade!
Take this!
Raging cascade!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Let's chill. Huh?
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Noble. Got it. Ooh. Let's try. Shall we?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Take my revenge on you!
For my lord!
Where are you going?
Here I come!
Dance in the wind!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Oh my.
Eat this! Take it! You're finished! We did it! My turn!
Ow.
You're mine!
Talon Hurricane! I really owe you one.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Maybe one by one, huh? So I gotta go to the...
Gotta break
Use the
through!
healing arm.
You got...
Dream.
You're mine!
I'm only getting started.
Dragon Swarm!
You think that shield will save you?
It's over! Burn!
Now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Not a chance! I'm not going here!
Here's
Take
evil!
this!
Talon
Supernova!
Leave the charges to me!
Dragon Swarm!
Here
Be
I go!
still!
I'm on it!
You're on!
Thunderfield! If it's in the sky, it's in the wind! Air thrust! Photon blast! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Any injuries?
Gotta break through!
Eat this! Astral energy!
They really don't give up, do they?
Dance in the wind! Air election!
You're mine!
Flame! Reload!
Damn it!
Flame!
No!
More for the stop!
It's over!
Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Everyone hanging in there? Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
So I went here. I went here and here. So I will go in the shortcut to the home.
No choice! Use that spirit! It's over! Dragon Swarm! I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Swarm!
There you will fall!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Any injuries?
Come on, peach gel.
It's on! Engaging! Locked and loaded! Try harder! Dragon Sword! Devastation! You're finished! Locked and loaded!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right
It's
behind
Joe.
you, Shion.
He's got to drop me a bunch of peach shells.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. I can carve through all.
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike.
Looks like we got them all.
Silver peach or peach gel.
Gotta break through! For my life! Not today! I'm not done!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
No shield can stand up to these fists.
I see one, eh?
Here's Freeze Lancer! Lightning orb!
Try harder! It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
I'm on it.
Freeze Lancer! Now! Frozen!
Hammer.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
No, only carrying 15. That's pretty low. Maybe by you.
No backing down.
You got spirit!
Dragon Sword.
Laser Field! Here's
Lunar Rondo!
You'll finish. Burn.
Do it!
Take this! Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Hear me! Flame of
An astral art?
That's my field!
Do it.
Shut him down! All right.
That was
There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
barracks. Well, what did I read? I'll forget the key in the office. Oh, there it is.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Dragon Swarm! Lunar Dragon! Lunar Rondo! Devastation! Here I come!
Ready to go!
Lightning Blast!
Demon's Descent. Flashing Fang.
Nonsense! No escape! Lunar Rondo! Devastation! I'm on! Take this!
Back into the fray!
Come on! It's over! Lunar Rondo! Devastation!
Do it!
You're on! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Looks like we got them all.
Each jet.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! There!
My turn!
I'm only getting...
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Air throw!
Take this!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Here, the office. So I went to the office, I went to the gnome. Instead of telling check their rack or something.
Right, here goes! You got spirit! You're mine! It's over!
Sleep now. I'll be saving you. Annihilate. Do it! Kitara frozen.
Hammer!
My turn!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Lunar Rondo!
Do it!
I'm on it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
How's it?
Looks like we won.
Something about
Dark field.
all that.
One more. Ready to go. Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a hero.
Take this! Dragon Form! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone hanging in there?
Treasure. Respawn.
An opponent like this should be easy. Bring him down! Dragon Form! Fire
Glacial spear. Here's
Be
evil.
still! I'm not done! Devastation! Take this! It's over!
Flame of fury.
Dragon Form!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
You're mine!
In here. Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Flame of fury.
What you throw!
Here's evil.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Let's see to fight these guys for the XP.
You got spirit! Damn it! It's on! Damn it!
Do it! Glacial spear. Astral energy.
Say no more! My turn!
Now.
Dragon
Get toasty.
Bird strike!
think I've seen Shion.
Doing really great lately.
I haven't seen Shion with that chick.
Get lost! Far enough! Here! Raging technique!
Dragon Sword! Lightning Blow!
You're finished! Only get back into the fray! Annihilation!
You're mine!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
We're not finished! Now you see what I can do!
Now!
Like the
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Give me that perfect key.
No backing down! Engaging!
My watch!
Roll down! Here I come! Dragon Sword!
Glimmer Thunder Feet! It's a duel of the arts!
Oh my lord! Got fire!
I've got it! Let a swordsman handle it! Now!
All yours! Take this! Dragon Sight! Its armor's too strong! Split it open! Be my guest! Get hit! You picked the wrong fight! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! No chance! No escape! Dragon Sword!
Ready to go! Annihilation! Far enough! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Lunar Robo! Devastation!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! My turn!
Well then, let's keep moving.
You look, sir.
That equipment should come in handy.
So then here, give me the gold, yeah? So I went to what's left? Card room. And keys everywhere. Meeting. Staff. Barracks. Meeting, maybe? Here's
No
my
choice!
key.
You got
You're here!
Dragon Sword! Be still! Devastation!
Where's the evil?
Take fire support! You're finished!
Lost! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Hear
Not again!
Fury!
Lunar Rondo!
Lightning Bolt! Glacial Spear!
This one's all mine! I'll run you through!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Everyone hanging in there?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Engaging! Ignite! Take this! Throw away!
Astral Energy!
Fire support!
Reload! Feel now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
OB, whack. This is the treasury.
No choice! Engaging!
This one's mine!
Eagle Drive!
Nothing gets by me! Here I go! Support! I'll be
You're
standing
mine!
here!
Dragon Form!
Take
this! Lunar Rondo! It's over! Take this!
Meeting.
I'm ready for the next battle!
Gotta break through! You've got to feel
In
it!
your dreams!
Dragon Form!
Glacial Spear!
You picked the wrong fight!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Here, let me
No
help!
chance! Strike! There you are! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear!
Lunar Rondo!
Sleep now!
Dragon Zero!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Saying treasury.
Get lost!
You got you!
Eat this! Flame of Fury!
Lunar Rondo! Damn it!
This one's mine!
You're mine! Eagle Fly! It's over! Be still! I'm not done! Lunar Rondo!
In here! I'm already one! Here, do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Glacial
Monster!
Spear! Astral Energy!
Still working on this guy, Law.
Freeze Lancer!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Treasury it is. anything, guys? I missed something. Just orders. At a loss. You gotta get out. Very interesting. Those are locked. Seems like the treasury is the last thing I need to go. But there's nothing there. There's an elixir and a dress. This game doesn't make it too hard. Alright. I don't know. Not. It's like. I have to go through a strategy guide to see what I missed. Noble room key. Office. There's a note, you must read it in the barracks and the meeting room. We're finding another key in the office. Barracks.
Get lost!
Engaging! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Dragon Form!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Not a chance!
Oh!
Now I'm the real man! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Onward and upward.
Barracks. Here.
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then
It should be in the office.
there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great.
No backing down! Engaging! I can carve through armor! You're finished! Reloading! Engage!
Playthru Sphere.
I'm on a roll! Fire support! Devastation! Here I come! First strike!
I never miss.
Do it! Mission! First strike!
Don't get careless.
Yeah.
Even if Danons and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting.
Out of our way.
Engaging! Dragon Form down! Burn!
Now!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Not a chance! It's too strong! Support! Be my guest! Dragon Form! Dazzle! I'm not done! Here I come! Attack! Lunarongo! Devastation! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like we won. Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber.
right there.
Let's go.
Set them up.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it!
Chameleon.
My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Come on! Aim for the weak spot!
Let the marksman handle this.
Burn!
Eagle
Dragon Swarm!
I'm just getting started!
Breezeland, get into the wind!
Armor won't save you!
Air thrust! Where are you going?
Battle! Lunaraga!
Leave the chargers to me!
Glacial Dawn! Dance in the wind! Flame of Fury! Air burning strike! Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil! Raging
Vanished
Hurricane!
again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Blue escape!
I can't feel
Dragon
anything.
Whoa, you are gonna pay for
Here,
that!
that's it.
I'll bring you back from depths abyss.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Mr. Care! Dragon Swarm! I'm on! You're finished!
Here's a
Here
healer.
I come! It's over!
Lightning orb. Dance in the wind again. Feel.
You're mine!
Annihilation.
Take
this.
I can carve through armor! Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healer. Supernova. First aid.
I really owe you one. Now I'm in the groove!
Take
this! Dragon Swarm!
Air thrust. Ready to go.
Big blast! You're finished!
Raging cascade.
You're mine! This one's all mine!
What's this?
Dragon
Laser spear. Here's evil. In here. More bring I'm ready.
Eat this!
Raging cascade.
Ignite!
Here's a healing arc.
Take this! I owe you one!
Eagle fly.
Dragon Swarm!
Flaming fury. I never miss. Shining out.
Lightning thrust! No escape! I'm on it! I'll tear you apart! He's such a failure. Stay away from my friends!
I'll bring you back.
You're mine!
I'll
It's
be
over.
saving this one.
Dragon Swarm!
Hear me, flame of fury.
Not done yet.
Orb. More
Let me help. Swallow dance! Thanks!
Raging cascade. I'll cover you. Sleep
I'm
now.
not done! I owe you one!
More for the south. Eagle.
Now I'm in the groove! Anything in armor is all mine!
Laser.
Nothing gets by me!
Now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! You're mine!
Lightning
You're
orb.
finished! Dragon
Raging
Swarm!
cascade.
Swallow dance!
Lightning
I'll
evil.
finish you here and now!
Reinforcements.
Dragon Swarm! Talon Hurricane!
Pierce
You picked the
evil.
wrong fight!
Feel.
Dragon Swarm!
Great laser.
Try harder!
That move.
Now! Here comes the big one! Lunar Rondo!
Here's a healing astral energy. First
It's
aid.
over.
In the wind.
Eat this!
Sleep now. More for the south side.
No escape!
I'm ready.
Lightning Strike! Lunar Rondo!
First aid.
You'll pay for that!
Back from depth to depth. I never miss.
You're mine! It's over!
Lightning. Hear me, flame of
Dragon
fury.
Swarm!
Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll bring you back from depth to
You're
depth.
mine! Ready and ready! Lunar Rondo!
Resuscitation.
Devastation!
Here's a healing arc.
And more of this and I'll burn
Do
out!
it. Get toasty.
Burn Strike! Not a chance! I'll finish you here and now!
Supernova. Raging flame.
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation.
We did it! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Save you!
Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Dragon Swarm! Just getting burned in hell!
Eagle fly!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial spear! Here's evil! Here!
It's over!
Freeze Lancer!
I'm not done!
Let the marksman handle this! Lost! You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
No escape!
Here's evil!
Dragon Swarm!
That's my cue!
Shut him down! You're mine!
Sleep now and back into the forest! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone! We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight. Dragon Swarm!
Here's evil!
I can carve through armor!
Seal!
Not today!
Freeze Laser!
Dragon Swarm!
Shining Supernova!
Dance! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Spear! Here's evil!
Swallow Dance!
Freeze Laser!
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Overblatant Wasashi.
More for the south. I'll bring you back from depths abyss. I'll bring you back from depths abyss.
Oh, y'all.
I'll bring you back from depths abyss. I'm ready. Not in your dreams. Here, let me help.
I owe you one.
First aid. I never miss! Raging Cascade! It's weakened!
Swarm!
In here!
This ends now!
I'll be saving this
Dragon
day!
Swarm!
Lightning orb! Volcanic Blast! Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
They can't move down.
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menencia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Join us, homie.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
Cheese fondue? Oh, new penetration.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Need some loot, man. Back here, just chilling. I go to the first floor. Let's see what's in the rooms. Which are locked. Storerooms. Gel. Happy bottle. Money.
What's this thing?
Wish I can zoom out. Like, it's too close to his head. Seeing. Probably because of the wing. Culinary stuff. Yes.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Ooh.
Looks like we spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
gem. Far too many gems. Wow, and stuff here. Get through it and then hey. On to the library. Mystic arts. Phone call. AFK because I didn't move a car. Give me parts. Astral. Playthru. Dog.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Oh.
I'd like to check their wares, if you don't mind.
Do mind. ceremonies too.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Thank you, Prophet.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
The cat was talking. Here.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danin lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldaman and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do, Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Ooh. Evils.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
A lot of cutscenes.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt. Even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
No pity part here. All the whole team. Let's change. Hogs off. We're gonna hit this shit.
Whew! I think Hoodle senses something.
Mahog Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5.
Right, here goes! You're mine!
One more!
It's over! Elusive deity!
Oh.
Field! Let's get you out of the way!
Dragon form!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Dazzle! Here I come! Luna Rondo! It's over!
Let's get you all tucked away!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
I can't lay a finger on it.
I prefer it that way.
Dragon
What about you?
Just watch and see.
Easy peasy. Ha, Hoodle. Go no further!
You're finished!
Freeze Lancer!
Be still! Luna Rondo!
You get ready!
Devastation!
Can you take
In
it?
here!
Huh? You picked the wrong fight!
You are in decapitation!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever join up?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Let's get you all tucked away! Do it!
Long! Blow them away!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What's this thing?
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Out of our way!
Denied! Take this!
Raging
Devastation!
Sleep now! Burning! I never miss! Away!
Begin!
Here I go! Thunder
You're mine! Take this!
All right!
Anything in armor is all mine! Flaming throw! Burn in hell! We're in good form!
You saw it.
Fishing time.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. There's a nice breeze here. Nothing's biting. Hup. Not my lucky day, I guess.
What?
Ha! All right, once more from the top. Yeah! Time to try a different spot.
Am I supposed to do anything with that?
I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
This is the worst fishing game ever.
Yeah! Time to try a different spot.
Need different lures?
All right. We can get a good meal out of this fella.
I can't believe you caught that with a rod. Amazing.
One more just to see if I can catch any.
Ha! All right, once more from the top.
Yeah. Where's the mechanic?
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Oh, I hope there's no side quests for fishing.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Hey. Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
Oh, God. That's dangerous.
This realm doesn't seem like such a bad place to camp in.
Yeah, there's...
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
What are you buying? 6.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Nice. Oh.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Fight that huge ass eagle.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Take this! Lose and Longo!
I shall ensure you survive this!
You're finished!
Airborne beat. My respect.
Dazzle!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Dragon Swarm!
One left. Dance in the wind.
Dazzle!
Glacial speed.
Luna Rondo!
Let's get you all tucked away. Not on my watch.
Take this!
Elusive deity.
Luna
All right, here's evil. Showtime.
Lightning Thrust! Luna Rondo! You're on!
Go dance
It's
in the
over!
wind.
Dragon
In
Swarm!
here. Lightning orb.
Devastation! Take this!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Strike!
Freeze Blazer.
Dragon
Now.
swarm!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Like we're gonna lose to small fry.
All right. There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance! Here I
It's
come!
like trying to keep up with the wolf!
You require a hand.
Dragon swarm!
It's time.
Reload! Lightning orb!
In a vine.
Photon flare!
Wow,
Raging cascade!
I'm impressed.
In here! Second spray!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Here!
Take this!
Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Luna Rondo!
Dance in the wind! In
In
here!
a vine.
Devastation!
Do it!
Take this!
Shield.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Luna Rondo!
One at a time!
Devastation!
In here! Searing flame! Get all heroes together!
Come on.
Here I go! It's over!
No further.
Lightning orb!
Dragon
A
swarm!
searing petal! And that's breakthrough! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this.
I still got a ways to go!
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wish to be alone.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
I'm not done!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
You're on!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
I'll smash you!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Being interrupted.
You
finished!
I'm all stocked up! Lightning
I'm ready! Form!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! It's over!
Certainly not.
Dragon Swarm! Be still!
Hands in the wind! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Dark magic. No.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Get lost!
I'll take this
Don't mind
one!
if I do.
Dragon Swarm!
Hands in the wind! Feel! Here's a healing
Flaming Thrust! You picked the wrong fight!
Water the vampire!
You got fired!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Take this! Now!
Blow them away!
Here, let me help!
No further!
You're finished!
Thunder Field!
Resonate with
Dragon
the earth!
Swarm!
Stalagmite! I'm ready! Reload!
Here!
Reload!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Too fast!
Stand back! Let's zip it up!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We were as well together.
Like a finely timed blow.
I'm only getting to handle! Annihilate! Astral energy!
Say no more!
With this, I can become even stronger! It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take...
An opponent like this should be easy. Eat this! Here I go!
Elusive deity!
Save you!
Let me orb! Dance in the wind! Cover the caster! Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work
The
well
enemy
together.
wields art like a finely timed blow.
Sleep now! More for the south! Far enough!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
This one's mine!
It's over.
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Now!
Here goes!
You're mine! Luna Rongo!
Resonate with the earth!
Ignite! Luna Rongo!
Now!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Let's refrain from losing.
Come and face me!
Here, let me help!
Shattering
Not on my watch!
Attack time! Dragon Swarm!
Thunder Field!
Armor won't save you!
Annihilation! Up and enemy! Of Fury!
Can't get out of this!
You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
There!
Take it up!
Dragon Swarm!
Just what the doctor
You're
ordered! Leave the
mine!
enemy's art to me!
Finished! Dazzle!
No complaint here!
Denied! This one!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Be still! Luna
You
Rongo!
attack without mercy.
Because I can't
Not
afford to
today.
hesitate.
Not against the worthy. All yours, Kisara!
Magic
Not a
attack!
chance!
Freeze!
Luna Rongo!
Glacial Steel! Here's evil!
You're mine!
Freeze
You're
laser!
finished!
Art expert coming through!
Dragon Swarm!
Searing blue!
Can you take it?
Supernova!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Shit.
Go no further!
Can I Come one, come all! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing arc!
Leave the agile one to me.
I'll smash you!
Sleep now. No more playing nice! Devastation! In your dreams!
Elusive deity!
Prepare to be sealed.
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz. Whatever incantation ruined.
You're mine!
Let me help.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Far enough! I'll bring you back from the abyss!
Prepare to be sealed!
Lightning orb!
Not done yet! Take this!
Here!
Anything in armor is all! Now you see what I can do! Here I come! Devastation! Lunar Rondo! Devastation! Heal!
How odd to being interrupted.
Your power is a spectacle to behold. I'm not trying to be dramatic.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking?
I won't forgive you!
It's on! It's over! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Thanks for coming through!
Dragon Swarm! Lunar Rondo! Devastation!
Radiant, you got company!
Leave the charges to me!
One more time! Where are you going? Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Ready and ready!
Annihilation!
Devastation! You're mine! You're finished! Devastation!
Armor won't save you!
Resonate with the earth! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear! Here's Eagle! More with that Blade Blazer! Raging Cascade!
Take this! Elusive deity! It's over!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I can feel my precision improving.
I won't forgive you!
Take this! Damn it! Crush! Lunar Rondo! Devastation!
This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight! Devastation! Elusive
This one's mine! Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Finely timed
I'm
waltz.
really getting sick!
Devastation! You're mine!
Resonate
with the earth!
Not on my watch! Now!
Devastation!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! Resonate with the earth! I'm not done!
Stalagmite!
Ready and rare! Devastation!
Now! Annihilation! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
Little help!
You're mine!
Spear! Here's Evil!
Not today!
Photon!
Elusive
Radiant
deity!
Cascade!
Rotating Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind!
Resonate with the
Here!
earth! Stalagmite! Lunar Rondo!
Raging Cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Reload!
Can you take it?
Come here!
I'll smash you! Here I go! No further! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! We've turned the tables on you.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
So those are Danon after all. Something you want to say? Not so long. Ask energy!
Say no more!
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So it's still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Here goes! You're mine! Not today!
Not in your dreams!
Dragon form!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil, man! Elusive deity! Freeze Glacial!
It's over!
Now! Glacial... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Glacial Spear!
It's
Get toasty!
Burn strike! My turn! Take this! Lunar Rondo! Onward and upward.
Yeah, get my CD back.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Guess I'll polish up my sword. I'll see you again tomorrow. Well, off we go. I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I won't forgive you!
You're not done! Ignite! You're mine! Dragon form!
Air thrust! Freeze laser!
I'll take you all off!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Arch shield!
Be still! Lunar Rondo! Devastation! I'm not done!
I'm ready! Reload! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
No escape!
Certainly not.
Lunar Rondo!
I never miss! In the wind!
You can't get out of this!
Devastation!
Do it! Light
All yours, Kisara!
Raging
Now! Here I come!
This could be useful.
You got company! Ray confiscated!
It's over! Dragon form!
Here I go!
Not today! Dragon form!
Glacial Spear! Piercing!
I'm ready!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Here I go! Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here!
Dragon far enough! Glacial Spear! Piercing!
won't save you!
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
My turn! Elusive deity! This one's all mine! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth! Lunarongo!
So I still had room to grow.
Phew! What a rush!
Hi, Oodle!
Come one, come all!
Raging Cascade!
Okay, here I go! Elusive deity!
Now or never.
Got fire!
I got this! Let him march to the
The
end!
enemy wields arch
Now,
too.
All yours!
receive astral energy! Full throttle!
My turn!
Resonate with the earth.
In here! Just getting started! This'll come in handy! Do it! Oh, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Go no further!
You're mine! You're finished!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Lightning raging this one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Feel!
Lightning strike!
Reload!
You're mine!
Annihilation!
This one's all mine!
Can you take it?
Now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Not a chance!
Do it! Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Devastation! Burn in hell!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Lunarongo! Devastation!
How are your weapons?
That's not to give me any ideas.
These little ones are...
Less talking, more pummeling.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. An opponent like this should be easy.
Pierce evil! In here!
Try harder!
Take this.
I'm not done!
Elusive deity.
Rotating pile driver! I never miss! Shining Portal!
Elusive deity! Lunarongo! I'm ready! Get!
Neon, astral energy! Full throttle!
Now! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll zip it up.
Hitting Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! Lunarongo!
Can you take it?
Devastation! Dohalim! In an instant! Impact Block!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that...
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
You're mine!
Pierce evil!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Can you take it? Does it hurt? Not so good. I'll smash you!
One at a time! Glacial Spear! Pierce
Eat
evil!
this! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning Orb!
You're mine! It's over!
Take this!
Do it! Lock! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! My turn! I'm not done! Okay, here I go!
No!
Resonate with the earth! Lunarongo!
Flame of Fury! Burning Glacial
Devastation!
Spear! Here's evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Dragon Swarm!
In here!
Can you take it?
Freeze laser! Anything in armor is all mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Shiny supernova!
Lightning Thrust! You're mine!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Crush!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best. This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Forgive you!
You're mine! You're finished!
Thunder Field!
Be still!
Dance in the wind!
Lunar Rondo! Burn in hell!
Cover the caster!
Ready to go!
First aid!
Dragon Swarm!
Photon blast!
In a vine?
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Now! Here I come! Lunar Rondo!
Dance in the wind! And now!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
There!
My turn! You're mine!
Can you take it? Elusive Deity!
Dance in the wind!
Hitting pile drive!
Air
This
shot!
one's all mine!
Dragon Swarm!
I'm ready!
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn Strike! Not a chance!
I'm only getting
You're
closer!
finished!
Lightning Orb!
Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I can feel my
Flash.
power growing! Gotta break through! Here I come! Come and face me!
Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm!
A new melody!
Don't mind if I do!
Dragon Swarm!
Hitting pile drive!
Lunar Rondo!
Pierce Eagle! Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade!
Burn in hell!
Dance in the wind! Now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Pierce Evil! You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
Girl, everything knows. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
We did it!
Now!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Here I come! Lunar
Certainly
Rondo!
not.
Lunar Rondo!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Dude,
Gotta break through! Take this!
Raging Cascade!
It's over!
Begin!
Seal!
Be still! It's over! Lunar Rondo!
Pierce Eagle!
Eat dirt!
Dance in the wind!
Lunar Rondo! Devastation!
Photon blast!
Where are you going?
Be still! Damn it!
I'm ready!
Take this! Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Who's next?
Resonate with the enough done!
No complaints from me.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
That cross.
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
No!
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Dragon Swarm! Flaming Thrust! Here I come! Devastation!
Armor won't save you!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Can you take it? Here goes! This one's mine!
Can't get out of this! Elusive deity!
Ready to go! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Thunder Field! Freeze Blaster!
Burn!
Enemy weakened!
Here I come! This ends now! Dragon Swarm!
Begin!
Try harder! Not a chance!
I'm out of back into the fray!
Running.
Hear me! Flame of light! Banana! Let's go! Here goes! Feel that! Dance in the wind! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Armor won't save you! Freeze Lancer! More where that came from! Burning Strike!
Take this.
Pierce evil!
Loose. Good line. You gonna shoot?
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you?
Tani? What?
Till next time.
Shion,
That
wake up, please!
Alphen,
Shion!
thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Effed up, man.
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine,
see.
really.
Right after.
See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
What's up, team? Got that dip.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Yay, thank you.
What's that big tower over there?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Yeah, check that out.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? Better rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Should have kept. Sh Wind. Should probably stop here. Take a while. Right.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, You've got to admit, this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.